Welcome to this week's Panther Spotlight. This is Todd Bell. We are highlighting the Ohio Dominican women's soccer program, and joining us now is a senior from Strongsville and Raegan Kinne. She is a senior, been a part of this program for a while, been very active on the field for this program. We're going to talk about all of that and more with Raegan here in our Panther Spotlight. It's been a long camp. You guys have had some non-conference games. Maybe haven't gotten in the win columns like you would like to so far. But take me back to maybe getting back here to campus at the beginning of August. It's already the middle of September. How have you seen the team grow in the month from camp to the start of the preseason game?
Yeah, it's always a great time coming back. We're always itching. It's halfway through the summer, like we want to be back here already. But seeing the growth from the freshmen, it's a little interesting. You never know how they're going to adjust coming from high school. But they've all done great, and it's really cool to see that. And then as a team, us coming together. Preseason was a little rocky for us in terms of our games, but I think that was the motivation we needed coming into the conference. And just we've really knit together as a team, so I think it's been really great.
In talking with Coach Daniels, I know over his time, he's wanted to try and implement more of his system. Now, you were here in the previous regime, so you've really had to learn a lot on the fly and kind of gel with some of the younger players that he's brought in. What are some of the things about his system that he has implemented that you really like or that really fits your game?
Yeah, so one of his phrases he uses is respect to be respected. Now, that's not necessarily, I guess it could apply on the field too, but that's one thing that's really stuck with me coming from Coach Riley to Coach Tony now is it's all about respect, and I want to be respected on that field by my teammates, so just playing with that. And then he's very tight-knit about our team, so that's great, and just being close with each other. So.
What about style of play on the field?
Style of play, so sometimes it varies. Each year we've kind of been trying to figure out what's going to work, and I think that comes with starting a new program as a coach. You kind of don't know. We weren't his recruit, so he's trying to deal with us too. So understanding that. But right now we're working on finding those outside channels and really exploiting that. So that's kind of our focus right now.
Raegan, you've played in now 58 career games. You mentioned, again, the coaching change. What was it that originally brought you to ODU that you really liked here in the first place? Yeah,
so when I decided to take my tour on campus, I was raised Catholic, so that was a big draw-in for me too, but it felt like a family. I was walking on campus with my tour guide, and they were saying hi to everyone they knew on campus. I was like, wait, I want to do that too. That's great. So it was a big family aspect for me, and Coach Riley did a great job with bringing in a great group of girls, so it's just all about the girls too. They're my family now, so it really drew me in.
She had a great opportunity to further her career. What was that meeting like? And all of a sudden you're thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I just got settled in. I've got a coach I really like. Now everything's changing. Yeah,
so I remember initially being recruited with Riley. She told us she wanted to build the program. So when we were sat down in the meeting, we were a little thrown off as freshman class. We thought we had a few more years with her. But that comes with college soccer. It's not too much of a shock. And I couldn't have asked for a better coach to come and fill Riley's position. Tony's been great.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of sleepless nights, though, in between.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. I was nervous. Don't get me wrong. I sound fine now, but I was definitely nervous.
Yeah, it's really hard. And of course, there's always a lot of turnover on the roster and sometimes assistant coaches, but always when a head coach makes a change, it's always tough. Raegan Kinne is our Panther Spotlight here at halftime today. And Raegan, let's talk about growing up in Strongsville, Ohio. It's in northeastern Ohio. You're about 30 minutes southwest of Cleveland. So hopefully you're a Cleveland sports fan like myself. All right, so we've got that we can bond over, at least the misery for the most part, right? But tell me about growing up in Strongsville, because it's a fairly significant size, big town, if you will. Not a big city like Cleveland or Columbus or Cincinnati, but it's a good sized town.
Yeah, so absolutely. I moved there 7th grade. I actually lived in Illinois and Michigan before that, so I've kind of been a little bit of everywhere, but I grew up there, and one thing that was great for me being there is it was a big soccer town. We had a lot of showcases and people coming in, so I really just grew my love for soccer, and I had great coaches, and I won a state championship in my time there, so it was great growing up.
So were you playing soccer before you moved to Strongsville?
I was. I've been playing since I was 3 or 4 years old.
Where did the love for that come from?
Honestly, my parents just kind of threw me in the sport, and I did dance for a little bit. No, thank you. And I just played soccer. I didn't try basketball. I didn't try soccer. Just loved it from the day I started it.
Anybody else in the family play?
Nope. I'm the. I mean.
You're it.
Yeah, that's me.
So, growing up and moving from place to place, you get to Strongsville and you get in a strong soccer community. Tell me about the high school program. You mentioned you won a state championship back, I believe it was 2020. What was that like in that experience for you?
So we were culture driven. Everything we did was for a purpose, and it was a greater purpose. We were playing for one another and playing for our seniors, and it just really taught me the values, and it really helped me coming into college because I understood what coming from such a great high school culture was. and it's just the same over here. So it just like taught me a lot of lessons.
Any of your classmates at Strongsville end up playing soccer within our conference?
Yeah, so one actually goes to Ashland. Her name is Haley Hightower. I think that's just within our conference,
Okay,
though.
so when you match up against Ashland, there's a little bit extra there
Oh,
for you,
absolutely.
right?
A little extra love, yep.
So coming to Columbus, a little bit bigger city, but it's got a small feel for you. How was that adjustment? You mentioned that you loved the campus as soon as you stepped foot on it. What's that adjustment been like for you?
Yeah, so I was really nervous. I had never been like far away from my parents for an extended amount of time, but I'm roommates with goalkeeper Maggie Krosky, and that she made my experience great here. I just felt loved as soon as I came in the door, and all the worry and stress about college just flew out the door.
So Strongsville's about 2 hours from here.
Yes.
So was it nice to know that, yeah, I'm away from home, but I'm not too far away that I couldn't get in the car and drive home?
Yeah.
Anything like that early on when you were here?
You nailed it. Coming and deciding where I wanted to go to college, I'm a big homebody, and family is really important to me. So I was a little bit nervous, but 2 hours was the perfect distance. If on a weekend or a Friday night I want to go home, it's not too much of a time
And it helps
commitment.
too, having so many of the schools being in Northern Ohio, Walsh, Malone,
Absolutely.
Lake Erie, Ashland, Findlay, so it's not too far for your family
Yeah,
to get to a lot of those
that
games.
was huge for me too. Like just seeing them in the stands, it's like when they show up, you're like, oh, like they're supportive.
Good stuff. What's your major?
I am currently double majoring in business administration and
Show off.
finance, and then I also have a minor in marketing.
So what is the path there? What's the plan for you?
Yeah, so after college, I'm graduating in the spring. So I'm planning on just pursuing a business career, which hopefully encompasses both my finance degree, and I've really enjoyed marketing in the class that I've taken here, so incorporating that as well.
Any area, any field that you like to go to? Or?
I won't go far. I'll stay in Ohio, but I'm not sure what like career path or field I'll end up in.
Okay. Tell me about some of the things that you and the soccer team do. Coach Daniels was mentioning a lot of the off-the-field stuff, which is so important to many of the teams. A lot of people only think of what you do on the field. They don't have any idea what you do off the field. What are some of the organizations and the things that you and your teammates have done with the soccer program?
Yeah, so we do Columbus Dream Center, which is we go feed the hungry in Columbus and serve their homeless communities. Some of the girls will get together and we'll do an organization called Run with Christ, and we'll go do that on Saturdays. That's just for the girls who want to show up. We've done street soccer, which has been great. It reminds you when you're little playing, just like the freedom you have. So we've done that. So we've been in the community a lot.
What have you learned from being a part of those organizations, or being a part of those experiences, I guess I should say?
Yeah, service has always been a huge part of my life and giving back. So it's just fulfilling, and I've learned the impact that we can have on people, even if it's just something so small that we're playing soccer and they look up to us. So it's just a little impact.
I imagine it's something that you never thought that you would be involved in when you stepped foot here on campus.
Oh, I thought soccer. Yeah.
Which it is, by the way.
Yes, very much so.
All right. Well, certainly best of luck throughout the rest of the year and your senior year. We've been happy to have you here for your 4 years, and we'll get some wins and get some stuff going here in the conference.
Absolutely.
All right. Joining us here, Raegan Kinne, a senior out of Strongsville, Ohio, in this week's Panther Spotlight. We invite you to check out more of these types of interviews on our YouTube page. Make sure that you look for Ohio Dominican Athletics on YouTube, and subscribe to Flow College for all of the athletic events. And go to OhioDominicanPanthers.com. You can check out the women's soccer page for the upcoming games. This is Todd Bell. Thanks for being with us for this week's Panther Spotlight.